doesn't matter how much Ferguson denies it. I've got 4 eyewitnesses who'll testify in court.
Well, in that case, let's print it.
Clint.
Oh, hi, Carolyn.
Afternoon, Viki.
Hi, are you busy?
No, we just finished.
Oh, good.
It seems Carolyn's got the goods on Ferguson Chemicals using the city dump.
Oh, good, good. I see, good.
I'll write it up and show it to you.
Good, thanks. Well, I thought you were attending the McGill's christening.
Yes, I was there, but I begged off the luncheon. Clint, we've got a family crisis.
Hey, Phil.
Mr. Holden, are you all right?
No. Could you ring Debra Medina's room for me? I don't think I can make it upstairs. Sure.
Max, how are you doing it?
She's the person I'm looking for.
Oh, Max, my mother said that you'd been discharged from hospital, but you look awful. I'm sure you should still be in bed.
I would be in bed if your mother would tell me where your sister is, but she won't. Listen, Debra. I phoned everyone I could think of last night. No one can tell me anything. You gotta help me. Where can I find your sister?
Max, I have no idea.
What do you mean you have no idea? You know where she's hiding.
Oh, no.
What happened?
I don't know. I did it wrong, just like I've done everything wrong lately.
Here, hand me the towel, I'll get it. Why are you so upset?
You know why I'm so upset. I'm upset because you said you want a divorce. I can't deal with this. I just can't. I'm leaving.
Good idea. Why don't you go out, do a little shopping, I'll take care of lunch and CJ.
I'm not talking about leaving the house. I mean, I'm leaving Landview. I gotta get away from here.
Oh, Tina, come on.
No, I'm leaving, and that's all there is to it, and I'm gonna take CJ with me.
Whoa, whoa, hey, hold on a second. You are not taking my son anywhere.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
One life to live.
Look, stop trying to tell me what to do. Our marriage is over, remember?
You can do whatever you damn well please, Tina. You just can't take my son out of town.
Our son.
You better be mature about this. You better think about what is best for our little boy.
I am thinking about what's best for him, and what's best for him is for the 3 of us to stay together.
I think if we sit him down and we explain to him that Mommy and Daddy aren't going to be living together anymore, but we will still both be there for him if he needs us, he will understand it.
Yeah, I see. You want me to sit there and smile through the whole thing as if it were my idea, as if I really want our marriage to be over. Is that it?
If our marriage were really that important to you, Tina, you would have treated it differently. You wouldn't have pulled this last scheme, which was guaranteed to just push us farther apart.
I was trying to bring us back together, but as usual, you just misinterpreted the whole thing.
I didn't misinterpret anything. I don't want to talk about this again. The issue, as of a few moments ago, is you leaving town with my boy.
Yeah, I'm leaving with him. I am taking CJ with me.
Well, then you got yourself a little problem, little girl. Because I am not about to give you permission to do that.
What is this you want? Do you want a custody fight? Is that it?
No, Tina, the last thing I want is a custody fight. What I want is a joint custody situation where we can share equal time with the boy right here in town. But if you insist on leaving town...
I do insist. And if you make me do it, I'll get the best lawyer in this whole country so I can get my son.
You better think about this, Tina. You better be rational. You better be thinking clear.
You're the one who wants this marriage to be over, and yet you want me to be calm and rational. Well, forget it.
Tina.
No. And as for our son, I love him more than I love my own life, and I will die before I give him up.
Look, Kevin came back from school this morning. He had a black eye and a bloody face and a cut lip. He'd obviously been fighting.
Well, I don't like to hear that he's been fighting, but honey, sometimes little boys do that.
I know that. But he was very upset and very angry, and he would not tell me what he was fighting about. I think that something is seriously wrong.
Where is he now?
Well, I took him back to school before I went to the christening.
You didn't go in to see if you could get some answers? I mean, obviously there were other kids involved. Maybe the principal could have shed some light on it.
Look, I didn't have time to go in. all right? I mean, I was Stephen's godmother. I couldn't very well show up late for the christening, but I told Kevin that I was going to come back later. I really thought that you and I needed to talk about it first.
What can we talk about if we don't have any facts, Viki?
Clint, before the ceremony, there was a lot of very obvious tension between Larry and Michael Grand about Stephen. There was jockeying about holding the baby. All I could think of the whole time was how lucky Stephen was that he was so little he couldn't understand it. I think that Kevin is simply reacting to our tension.
You mean the theory about how kids sometimes think that they're to blame for their parents' problems?
Yes.
We've told him over and over again that isn't the case. We've gone out of our way to try and show him we love him.
But that does not mean that he believes us. And even if he does, he knows that his parents are not happy. I think it scares him. And I think that we have to do everything we can to get past our problems. We have to try harder to be easy and comfortable with each other.
We have been trying. We just haven't succeeded.
But why not? We both want the marriage to work, don't we? We still love each other, and we do. You know that. So why isn't it working?
Well, now that I know the answer to. And so do you. You just won't admit it. It's Roger Gordon. He's still in your life, and he is still in your heart. And as long as that's the case, you and I have a wall between us, Viki.
Max, we're not going anywhere until you come over here and sit down before you fall down.
Should I call a doctor? No. Okay, I'm just feeling a little weak.
Max, you're burning up.
Because I'm burning up with a desire to find your sister. Now, if you would just help me find her, I'm sure my fever would go right down.
Max, I swear to you, I don't know where she is. I didn't even know she was leaving until my mother told me.
Your mother knows where she is.
She told me she didn't.
Well, she's lying.
Look, if she's lying, it's because Gabrielle needed some time on her own, and she won't be away long. She just needs time to herself to think.
Debra, I have stopped denying my feelings for your sister. I want a chance to work things out with her.
I knew it. I just knew it. When everyone else doubted it, I knew the truth. No one else did. Well, just Megan.
Yeah, you and Megan. Except Gabrielle refuses to accept it. It scares her. Now I'm afraid that she's doing whatever she can to forget she ever cared about me. I gotta convince her that I've changed. I gotta convince her I won't hurt her again.
No, Max, calm down.
No. If I have to, I'm gonna hire a private detective. I don't care.
Max, sit down.
No! I'm not gonna sit down. I'll just get up again.
Max. Oh, my God.
Oh, damn. I must have popped a stitch.
We've got to get you to the hospital now. Come on. Come on.
Oh, Clint, for heaven's sakes.
Now, why are you getting angry?
But why? Because it is so convenient for you to blame all our problems on Roger Gordon. As long as you can do that, you don't have to take responsibility for any of them, do you?
Viki, that is the way it is. Now, why can't you face it? It is obvious.
Obvious?
Obvious, yes, obvious to everybody except you.
Okay, what does that mean in terms of Kevin? That there is nothing that we can do, that we can't possibly try just a little harder?
Oh, I am worn out from trying a little harder.
Oh.
It takes an effort, a real effort to try and make a family happy.
Tell me about it. And obviously our son Kevin is exhausted as well, only he cannot deal with it any longer.
Well, what do? Get separated again? Well, that eases little tension.
No, of course it won't.
Then what?
I don't know.
Well, look, I have an editorial meeting to attend before I meet with Cord and try and deal with another family marriage that's on the rocks.
Oh, that's another thing that's got Kevin upset, I'm sure. He adores Cord and CJ and, well, he thinks Tina's a little weird, but he loves her.
Yes, I know. All he's surrounded with is a bunch of grown-ups that can't seem to hang on to any happiness. Look, don't go to that school. We'll talk to him later. Maybe with both of us talking to him, we can get him to tell us why he was fighting.
Okay, and then we can decide whether to talk to his guidance counselor or his principal, or we may very well have to take him to a therapist to deal with these problems.
Maybe. Maybe that's what you and I need. Well, look, I have to go.
I'll stay here till you get back. Look, there's one other thing. What are you going to say to Cord?
Say to him?
Mm-hmm.
I think he needs someone to listen to him, not someone to give him advice.
I hate it that he has given up on Tina. He was her very last chance at change.
Well, maybe a divorce for the second time will get through to her. Look, I can't counsel him to stay with her.
Well, no, I know you can't do that, but you don't have to encourage him to leave her either.
From what I understand, his mind is made up. All right, look. We'll see. Look, don't worry too much about Kevin. It'll work out. He'll be okay. He will be okay.
Oh, hi. Can I speak to Roger Gordon, please? Oh, okay. No, there's no message. I'll call back later. Oh, God, what am I doing? Why am I calling Roger about my family problems?
Tina, if you just up and leave town like this, you're gonna blow any kind of chance we ever had of developing a friendship.
A friendship?
That's right. Based on our past and our love for our little boy.
I don't think you understand here. I don't want to be just your friend. I'm your wife. I want to stay your wife. I can't believe it. I can't even stand this pain.
If you leave town, you're gonna be leaving a hell of a lot more than pain behind. What about your sister? Your friends? All the other kids? CJ has got a whole family here, Tina. For once, think about that little boy instead of yourself. Can you do that for once?
You know, if you would think about that little boy instead of yourself, you might try to give us a chance. A chance to save our marriage so the three of us can stay together.
I will not live with a woman that I don't respect or trust. Now, our marriage is over. You better learn to accept that. Just like I need to accept that. And like hundreds of other couples who have gotten divorced, we are going to have to make damn sure that minimum damage is done to our child.
Yeah, and major damage done to the wife.
You think that this is easy for me, Tina? This is happening because you have given me no alternative. So start thinking about your little boy, all right? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop thinking about yourself and start worrying about him.
I am worrying about him. Fine. I'll stay right here. I will try to work it out and hope that things get better.
Good. Because if you act on impulse and you do take off, you will regret it.
As I always do, right?
Yes, ma'am. Now I gotta go. I got an assignment. Dedication ceremony.
We'll go. And will you be back?
I've got a meeting at 1. I should be home by 2. I want you to promise me that you're not going to take off with my child.
Sure.
Thank you.
believe he doesn't think I care about my own child. I have to do what's best for him. Since he thinks I always lie anyway, might as well. Hello? Yes, I want to find out about a flight to San Diego this afternoon. Great, you have one at 2:15? Good, I'd like to book 2 first-class seats, please. One for me, Tina Lord Roberts, and the other for my son, Clint Roberts.
Boy, that was a lot of fun, Larry. I'll be sure never to rip my stitches again around you.
Yeah, well, let's see if that medication's taking down your fever any. That'll be all fine, sisters.
Believe me, it's working. It's working.
Don't talk.
That's right. Look, you talk. Tell me what happened at the christening. Michael Grand show up, and did he start acting like Stephen's daddy?
Yeah, of course he was there. And has he been spending a lot of time over at Brenda's house? Yes, he has. And has he even tried to put the move on Brenda, get her away from me? You bet he has. He's all the time. He's stopping by her place. He's bringing her presents, bringing presents for Stephen. His latest was a real nice charm bracelet for Brenda. He even had it inscribed, "To Brenda and Stephen, love, Michael."
Golly, Larry, I mean, doesn't this come across to Brenda as a little bit excessive?
Well, she seems to enjoy it.
Hmm.
Your temperature's down a little.
Not after what you just told me.
Really? I mean, you've had a lot more dealings with Michael Grand than I have.
I'm telling you, Larry, he's courting her. I mean, what better way to get close to the child than to get attached to the mother?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. Thank you for confirming that I'm not a paranoid about this. Still, oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hi, how's it going in here?
Well, he's not as indestructible as he thinks, but he's all right.
Don't worry. Larry stapled me together this time.
I'll go check on the room.
Okay.
With a bath, please.
Listen, I just tried to call my mother for you, but I couldn't get hold of her.
Really?
Well, I just thought if you knew when Gabrielle was coming back, you'd be able to relax a little more.
I don't have any choice now. I'm so weak that if she walked in the door, I'd barely muster up a smile.
Oh, well, I'll leave you then.
No, wait. Let me ask you something. Do you think your sister and I have a chance?
Of course, Max. I mean, her love has survived so much. And you love her very deeply, or you would never have gone through the whole trial with her. All your bad times are behind you, and you've got nothing but good times to look forward to.
Oh, boy, does that sound good. Could you just come back tomorrow, visit me, and tell me this all over again?
I'd love to, but I can't. I'm leaving for Mendorra today.
Mendorra?
Yep. I'm returning to my first love, ballet.
Oh. I'm very sad. We were just starting to maybe even talk to each other, maybe get to know each other. I'm sorry.
Me too. I'm sorry that I won't be able to see you and Gabrielle together and happy.
Yeah, I hope.
But at least I'll be leaving her in safer hands than when I arrived here.
We can always hope for that, too.
Yes, when she realizes this isn't a whole fantasy, everything is going to be fine.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. It's so wonderful. She just can't believe it. Thanks. Oh, do me a favor before you go.
Yeah.
Could you give that friend of hers, the nun,
Sister Amelia?
call? Yes.
Do you want her to come here?
Yeah, I'd appreciate it if she would.
I bet you're wondering what I'm doing, aren't you? You know what, honey? You and I are going for a trip. We're going to go all the way across this country till we get to California. And then we're going to live in San Diego. You know what? Then we're going to go to the zoo. Would you like that? Yeah. And then we're going to go to Disneyland. That'd be fun. You know what? In California, we can even go to the beach all winter long. Won't that be great? life together. And you know what? Nobody, absolutely nobody is going to take you away from me. All right, honey. Why don't you play here, okay? Play with your ice cream truck. And, I'm going to finish packing, all right? Tina. What are you doing here?
Well, I came to see how you're doing. Asa was talking to Clint this morning, and he said that Cord wanted a divorce.
Must have made Ace's day.
Darling, we are both very concerned. Tina, I don't understand. Llanfair's your home. You and CJ are moving out?
Roger.
Hello, Victoria. Clint's secretary said he wouldn't be around for a while, so I figured it was safe to come here.
Well, it is. Is there a problem?
I don't know. Is there? I understand you tried to call.
Oh, yeah, but I changed my mind. I didn't leave a message.
Well, Tish recognized your voice. She said you were looking for me.
Oh, Roger. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have called you. And I'm terribly sorry that you came all the way over here to the Banner to find me. I've gotten so used to discussing everything with you. You have a compassionate mind.
Well? Use it. I'm here.
No, it's not fair to you. I shouldn't discuss my personal problems with you.
Well, I can try to be objective. Is it Clint?
It's always sort of Clint. Actually, no. This time it's not Clint, it's Kevin. And it's Cord. He wants a divorce from Tina.
No, I'm sorry. I know how much you wanted them to stay together.
Cord was the very best thing that ever happened to Tina. And she has such a horrible, self-destructive streak in her, and she doesn't even know it. It is infuriating, and it's sad, and Cord has just had it with her, and I can't really blame him.
Well, I guess some people just never learn or grow up.
Well, then on the other hand, some people have to grow up too quickly, and that's what's happening with Kevin.
What's going on?
He had a fight at school this morning, and it's something that he has never, ever done before. He came home very, very upset, but he wouldn't tell me why he was fighting, and I think he's just reacting to all the tension at home, which is something that Clint and I don't seem to be able to do anything about.
I'll tell you what you should do. For Kevin's sake, and for your whole family's. Stop this charade of a marriage. It's time for you to be honest with yourself, Victoria, and then with Clint and the children. Your family problems can't be resolved unless you do that.
Roger, please, please, please stop pressuring me. Clint and I have too much at stake, don't you understand? I'm not the kind of person who can just throw in the towel until I have tried absolutely everything. Yes, well, the children are going through a very anxious period right now. I'm not at all sure that getting a divorce is going to lessen their anxiety. Well, what are you thinking about?
How much I love you. And how much I hate to see all this pain and confusion and frustration on your face and the despair.
No. No, the despair is all in your mind. That's not at all what I feel. All I feel right now is I feel stuck. I don't think you should stay here anymore. I really have to discuss this with somebody who's on my side.
Oh, and I'm not on your side.
Well, of course you're on my side. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. I mean that I need to discuss it with somebody who agrees with my perspective.
Okay. From your perspective, some parting advice. Come right out and ask Kevin if he's acting out his fears about his parents. Then you'll develop a dialogue with him and you won't have to skirt around the issue. He knows you and Clint are having problems. And there's no use pretending otherwise with him.
Thank you. That's very good advice.
You're welcome. I'm always available to give you words of wisdom. And to give you all the love and happiness in the world if you should want it.
CJ and I are just going to go on a little trip. I need to get away.
I see. CJ, darling, how you doing? How about giving me a great big kiss so I can pass it on to your grandpa, Asa, huh? Oh, thank you so much, and a big hug, too. So you're going to go on a trip. Where are you thinking of going?
A ski lodge. I thought, CJ would like to play in the snow. What are you doing?
Well, I don't see why CJ needs to take all of his toys and all of his clothes to go to a ski lodge. Why don't you tell me the truth, Tina? You're leaving because what's happening?
No. I'm not just leaving. I'm being thrown away by my husband.
Because you tried manipulating him one more time.
Because I tried to hold on to him one more time.
Tina, that is nonsense. Honey, we talked about this last week. You didn't listen to me. You didn't take my advice. Instead, you went right ahead and did something that would guarantee that you would lose your husband.
Renee, please. Cord has already yelled at me today. I really don't want to have you do the same thing, all right?
All right. Where are you going?
Somewhere. I don't know. I just need to get away from here.
Does Cord know that you're taking CJ with you?
Of course.
Tina, if you do love Cord as much as you say you do, why not stick around and see if he changes his mind?
Because he won't. My marriage to Cord is over. I can't fight that.
Of course you can. You can try staying. You can try changing your ways, darling, and he just might develop a new respect for you.
Renee, please, I am leaving, and that's all there is to it.
Tina, this is just another one of your plans, isn't it? Cord doesn't know that you're leaving, but you're hoping that when he discovers that you and CJ are gone, he might go crazy and come looking for you, and that'll take a while. And then he might just think about divorce being a mistake. Have I left anything out?
I don't want to argue like this in front of CJ, all right?
Tina, darling, trust me. This is the wrong way to go about this. Your first instincts are usually wrong, and you're doing it again. I assure you that when he finds out that you've taken CJ, he's going to get a lawyer and try to get custody of CJ. So don't make your mistakes worse by making a bigger mistake.
She threatened to take CJ away?
Yeah, Clint, I came about that close to going off on her. I had to threaten her with legal action myself. Finally, she backed down. She's going to stay in town, at least for now.
Are you thinking of not going through with getting a divorce?
I've got a few reservations. Mostly where CJ's concerned.
You still love Tina, Cord?
I think the Tina I'm in love with is just a fantasy now. She's never going to change.
You know, you're looking for a woman in Tina that she will never be. I'm looking for the woman in Viki that I used to know.
Do you think Tina is capable of loving anybody? I mean, that's why I wanted to talk to you, because you have known her longer than I have. You've seen more of her manipulations.
Been a part of a few, yeah?
Yeah. Look, Clint, if I did decide to give her another chance because of CJ, not that I'm going to, I don't know what I'm doing here, Clint. I'm asking for help. What do you think?
I'll tell you what. Since you asked, I don't think Tina will ever be what you need. But if you want to give her another chance and find out for yourself, go on, do it.
I don't, Clint. I mean, there's a good part of me wants to go off to Nevada right now and get this quickie divorce and just be done with it. But then there's another part of me that thinks about CJ. Oh, Clint, look, you got so many problems of your own right now, and it's getting late. I'm sure you need to get back to the banner, right?
Well, I'll tell you, I was thinking of stopping by Kevin's school.
Oh, yeah, right.
Cord? Hi, Mr. Buchanan. Afternoon.
Hey. Debra, how you doing?
Did you get my message?
No.
Oh, sorry. Well, I thought you were here to meet me. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. Actually, I was going to come upstairs and knock on your door after I was finished talking with my pa.
Well, Cord, we're finished.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, look, I'm on your side. Whatever happens, whatever you decide to do.
Thank you. Means a lot to me.
Okay, you take care.
You too. I'll see you tonight.
Bye, Debra.
Goodbye, Mr. Buchanan.
So, you're going to leave a couple messages for me, huh?
Yes, I just wanted to tell you that I'm leaving for Mendorra this afternoon.
Wow. This afternoon, huh?
Well, I found out that we start rehearsals the day after tomorrow, and I need a day to settle in.
Oh, well, that stinks. I mean, I wish that we had more time to spend together before you left.
No, Cord, that is not what you need. You don't need to spend more time with me.
Well, no, Deb, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, well, I'm going to go ahead and file for divorce.
Really? I can't believe that.
Yeah, I have to.
No, but I mean, so, it may work out. I mean, she may shape up.
No, there's not a doubt in my mind. Again, Debra, I want to apologize for any grief that Tina may have caused you. I feel real bad about it.
Oh, look, it meant that you and I were friends, and that's worth any amount of hassle.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss you a lot.
I'll miss you more.
You are gonna be back, right?
Yes. I'll be back in the spring with the ballet.
No kidding. Oh, good. Well, I'll finally get a chance to see you dance then.
Yeah.
You'll send me an address, phone number?
I will. And listen, you take care of yourself, Cord Robert.
You too. You, have a safe flight, huh?
Yes, I will. See you.
My darling daughter,
Mommy.
you're in love with Cord, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, sure, put her on. Hi, Renee. Tina was just going to leave? Oh, Renee, wait a minute. I have something important to deal with. I'll get back to you. Yes, thank you. Bye. Kevin.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, darling.
I decided to take him out of school and bring him by here for a conference. Just the three of us.
Well, that's a really good idea. Did you tell Dad why you were fighting this morning?
No.
Let's all sit down and talk then. I'd like to ask a question, actually, first. You know that Dad and I are having problems right now. I mean, that's obvious, even though we're living together again.
Yeah.
Is that why you were fighting at school today?
No.
Well, son, maybe not directly, but what about in terms of your feelings? You know, are you generally angry? Maybe kind of looking for an excuse to knuckle up on somebody, punch his lights out?
No. What's happening at school isn't about you at all.
Well, honey, what is it about?
I can't tell you. Stop asking, all right?
Well, now, wait a minute. we are going to have to insist that you tell us, Kevin. We're your parents. We love you. And we have to know why our son is getting involved in fights.
Just lay off, okay? If I tell you, I'm as good as dead.
Cord considers me a good friend, and that's all I will ever be to him. Besides, I've wasted far too much time, and I've signed myself up to go with the Royal Ballet of Mendorra, and I can't wait.
That's right, and you're going to be a prima ballerina in no time. Oh, God, I'm going to miss you.
Oh, I'll miss you too.
You know, if Gabrielle had herself sorted out, I'd come with you right now.
Mommy, no. You've got to let go.
I know. I let go once already, and look what happened. Got involved with a man who was unavailable, just like your sister. The two of you just set yourselves up for heartache.
Mommy, at least it was something. And I know that I'll have more heartache, but I'm sure that eventually I'll find somebody that I love.
Of course you will. You're so young and beautiful. You're such a good, kind person, darling. That man, he'll find you, you know. Just try not to get too messed up without your old mum around looking after you, all right?
I'll try. And listen, I'll telephone you for advice. But I've got to go and pack. I've got so much to do before I go to Mendorra. Can we say goodbye here? You know what I'm like at airport scenes.
Yes, I do. Goodbye, Debra.
Oh, Mummy. I'll try and make you proud of me.
Oh, darling, I am proud of you every day. I love you so much.
I love you, too. I'll call you in a few days, okay? Bye. Bye.
If a man doesn't break your heart, your children will.
Hey, son, Daddy got home a little... Tina!
I appreciate your coming by, sister. I guess Debra got a hold of you.
She did, Max. And it sounds like you're not listening to your doctor.
No, I'm not, for very good reason. Listen, I upset Gabrielle very much. That's the last thing in the world I wanted to do. Sister, I have to find her. We have so much to talk about.
Yes, you do. And she realizes that. But after all she's been through, Gabrielle also feels that it's very important that she goes on a retreat.
Is this a religious retreat?
Nothing formal. But her love for God is certainly in her thoughts, as is her continuing love for you.
I guess this means you won't tell me where she is either.
No, I'm not going to. Gabrielle needs time alone, and you need time to heal. In a few days, when you're together, you'll have all the time you need to talk. And the Lord will help to see both of you through this trying time.
Yeah, maybe.
You look very doubtful.
I guess I'm just worried that she's off somewhere deciding she doesn't want anything more to do with me.
Kevin, what on earth are you talking about?
Kevin. Now look, if you think you can drop a hint about your possibly being killed and then not explain it...
I said that so you leave me alone, all right? I can't tell you. Don't you understand? I can't tell you, okay?
Kevin, sweetheart, we are your parents, but we are also adults who can protect you, darling. Protect you. But we cannot protect you until you tell us what the danger is.
Kevin, please, let us help you. Talk to us. Let us help you.
All right. I hope I'm not doing the wrong thing.
You're not. You're doing the right thing. But come on, just spit it out.
Some of these guys are hanging out in the schoolyard before school and after school and even during the breaks.
Well, what kind of guys? What, are they from another school or another gang? What?
They're drug dealers, Mom.
Drugs?
So, when I yelled that I was going to tell the principal, that's when they beat me up and they threatened to waste me.
Oh, God. Oh, honey. Oh, Kevin.
Kevin, thank God you told us. because now we can deal with those little two-bit punks.
Sweetheart, I swear to you, Daddy and I will not let you down. I swear that to you.
I'm glad we got our seat assignments changed. That way the boys can play together. It's gonna be a long flight.
Yeah, Gordy's a good flyer now that he's 8.
Yeah, CJ's pretty good, too. He's been a little upset lately. His father and I have been having a little trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Me too.
Mom, CJ loves my dune buggy.
He sure does.
Attention passengers for Flight 372 to San Diego. We are experiencing technical problems with our aircraft. Unfortunately, boarding will be delayed. The estimated time for departure is 3 p.m.
No, I really wanted this flight to take off on time.
Anxious to get to San Diego?
Anxious to get out of Llanfair. Come here, CJ. Oh. Up, cities. Whoa. You are so big.
Hey, son, how you doing? Tina. What a surprise, huh?